If you've been struggling with those stubborn bumps that just won't go away, you may be dealing with malassezia folliculitis, also known as fungal acne, which actually isn't acne at all. This is something that I've dealt with over the years, but I have finally cleared my skin. It's making me better. I'm starting a new thing. It's making me strong. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashanti, licensed esthetician and your virtual skin coach, helping you take the guesswork out of your routine. In today's video, I am breaking down the exact products I used to help get my skin from this to this and what you see today. Also, I will have a product list for you. I'll have a link in the description, so make sure you stay to the end of the video to find out where you are going to find that link. So let's get into the video. Malassezia, or fungal acne, is caused by a yeast overgrowth. So this is different from your traditional acne that's normally caused by bacteria. This one here is caused by yeast. It's actually not acne. This is more of a rash. So if you've ever experienced dandruff in the scalp, then you are more prone to also experiencing fungal acne, as well as someone that may have a weaker immune system or gut issues. They may experience fungal acne as well. And this is very common for those who live in a more warm climate, like myself as well. Being here down in Florida with the weather and the humidity, it's something that I experience, especially in the summer. So I have to keep my products stocked just in case I do have a breakout. Fungal acne is known to be small, flesh colored, tiny bumps on the skin. They normally are very itchy. They can be red and inflamed as well. We do see the breakouts normally on the forehead area, the cheeks, chest, and also on the back. My normal breakout areas are usually around the cheek area. Sometimes I'll get a little bit of a breakout on my forehead, but my chest area tends to break out a lot. And this is something unknowingly that I have been going through as a child. I grew up in New York, so the weather out there is normally kind of mild to, severe weather in the winter months, but then we have about 2 months of summer. And so that's when I would normally see the breakouts around my chest. I wasn't really experiencing much on my face as a child, but my chest area, I would always break out. I've been dealing with this for a few years, and it finally got to a point where my skin was clear. But in the beginning, I did not think that I would be able to clear my skin. I'm like, I'm never getting rid of this. I'm just going to have to deal with it. I don't know what's going on. I'm changing my diet. I'm stopping. I've stopped using certain products that I like, especially makeup, because certain makeup products can cause breakouts. So I'm not using the makeup that I'm used to using, skincare products, change my diet, and just nothing was working. I could not get rid of this. It was so frustrating, stressing me out. At one point, it was so bad that I literally had a rash like all over my entire face. That's how bad it was. So, if you are dealing with this, trust me, I see you and I know that it can be very frustrating. Make sure you take the proper steps. Even with this video, you want to just use it as advice, but make sure you see who you need to see. Take the proper steps to make sure that there aren't any underlying issues like immune system or gut issues. I personally found out that I did have gut issues. So, on top of uh, making sure that I'm now taking the proper vitamins, taking my probiotics and prebiotics. These products have helped me to clear my skin topically. So let's get into those. So the first two products are Head and Shoulders Classic and Nazuro. So these are the ingredients here that you want to look for in the product and why they actually work. For me personally, it was the Head and Shoulders Classic Clean that worked. I tried the Nazuro. I tried to leave it on, tried it for weeks, and it did absolutely nothing for me personally. But when I used the Head and Shoulders, it worked. It helped to, I could see that the bumps were flattened. So you want to look for that. That no longer had raised bumps. They weren't completely gone, but again, the bumps were no longer raised, they weren't irritated, and I could tell that they were working their way out. So, for one, the Head and Shoulders worked perfect for me because of these ingredients. So they have zinc is going to help with clearing the skin. It also helps to protect your skin from the sun, which can be a cause for the irritation. So with using products that have zinc in it, this is going to give you that extra added protection. So notice both of these products are anti-dandruff products. So the main ingredient in the anti-dandruff products are ketoconazole. And so this is what's going to help relieve the skin of the fungus that's causing the fungal acne, which is also, like I stated, something that people experience in their head. So it's dandruff, dandruff in your scalp, and basically dandruff on your skin as well, which is caused by yeast. So that ketoconazole is what's going to help kill the fungus causing the yeast, and that is the product that you are ingredient that you want to look for within your product. So the way you're going to use this is you're going to go ahead and apply the Head and Shoulders or the Nuzoro, and you are going to wash as normal, get it nice and sudsy, and then you want to let it sit for about 1 to 2 minutes, just letting it sit on the skin, and then go ahead and rinse off. I would suggest in the beginning using it at least 3 times a week. When I first started, I was so antsy and ready to just get this fixed. I think I was using it every single day, which will definitely dry your skin out. So you don't want to do that because we don't want to strip our skin of our natural oils. We just want to get rid of that fungus. Now, the next product I used was hydrocortisone, and this was for the itching because when I tell you my skin was itching so bad, when they say rash, really rash. And if you're going through this, I know you understand. So, I used hydrocortisone, specifically the one that has aloe vera. Aloe vera also contains properties that help to soothe the skin, so that's perfect for irritated skin as well. And then sometimes I would go in with just 99% or 100% aloe vera gel and use that as a kind of serum before my hydrocortisone if I felt really, really irritated, especially during the daytime, because the hydrocortisone, for some reason, it makes me feel a little bit sweaty and hot. So I would only use it at night and I wouldn't really use it during the day. So I would put a generous amount on my skin, depending on how much my skin was itching, and I would place it in the areas where I was feeling irritation. So definitely key to get you the Head and Shoulders or the Nazuro, and then go ahead and apply your hydrocortisone. Now, during this time, I completely abandoned my normal skincare routine. I wasn't using any exfoliates, I wasn't using any harsh chemicals on my skin. I really wanted to just allow my skin to rest. So, the other product that I used, which is this is actually the very first product that you're going to start with, and well, the second product. Yeah, this is the second product. So the other product that I used was the Cetaphil Gentle Cleansing Cleanser. Gentle Cleanse Cleanser, something like that. And this is more of a kind of cream based cleanser. It does kind of give more of like the milky vibe. And this is going to bring back that hydration. So, like I said, the Head and Shoulders is very drying, and so you want to make sure that you do bring that hydration back into your skin. Your first step is going to be your Head and Shoulders, and then you'll go in with your gentle cleanser. I specifically advise to use the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser, not the daily foaming cleanser, because that can be a little bit irritating. So I would stay away from foaming cleansers and use more of the cream or milk based cleanser. And then I would finish off with my hydrocortisone for the night. and end my routine that way. So I followed this routine for several weeks until I started to see the bumps go down and the irritation go away. And then I brought in the banger, and that is the Different Gel 0.1% adapalene. Now, this is what really took my skin from bumpy and irritated and textured to smooth and no texture, and pretty much what you see today. Now it is summer, so sometimes I'll have like little flare ups or whichever, but generally this is pretty much how my skin looks, and it's been doing really good. So I'm really happy compared to what it looked like. Hopefully I can find some pictures, a video, or something to show you guys so you can see the difference. So once my skin is completely dry, I let it completely dry all the way down, no type of moisture. You want to make sure that you are not applying this to wet skin. So my skin is completely dried down. Then I'm going to take my different gel. This is 0.1% adapalene, which is the highest grade that you can get, highest grade of retinol that you can get over the counter without any type of prescription. And I take a nice generous amount, well, pea size, but like a generous pea size. So this much, not that much. On my finger, excuse my hands, they are dry as well as I let them dry down. So then you kind of just separate it a little bit like this. I'm going to apply a little bit on my chest as well because I do get the same type of breakout on my chest area. So let me just move this out the way. So you take it forehead. I usually get it around the cheek or upper cheek area. And this routine is really what I did continuously for weeks. Like I said in my video, I really felt like I was not going to, and the rest is kind of a lot up there. I'm going to put on my chest. I really felt like I was never going to get over this phase and time in my life where my skin just looked so bad with the fungal acne and nothing was working. Then I'm just rubbing this in. I really did not think that I would get past it. So now to be where I am, and this was kind of like, this was just something I decided to do on my own. I'm like, let me try this out. There's some on my nose area. I do tend to get a little sensitive around here, so I'm being careful not to put too much in this area, but go ahead and touch up them smile lines. And at this point, my skin is used to it. But if your skin is not, then you can go in with the sandwich method. So that's where you will apply your moisturizer, make sure it is completely dried down. Once it's completely dried down, go in with your pea size of your adapalene, your different gel, and then you can go on top with another layer of moisturizer. That way, your skin isn't irritated or sensitive to the product since you just are getting started to use it, especially if you've never used a retinol at all. My skin, like I said, is pretty used to it. So I'm not really feeling, I feel a little bit of, I guess, a sensation, but not really any type of deep tingling or something that I would feel if my skin was super sensitive. So I'm going to let this dry down. So, like I stated, for me, it took a while. There was a lot of trial and error for at least I would say a year. Your journey may be a little different. I hope it is. Hopefully, with this video, you won't have to do so much trial and error and you can just use these products and they help you. So, like I said, you can either try the Nazuro or the Head and Shoulders, just kind of test out to see which one works best for you. And then, rule of thumb, anytime you feel any type of burning or itching, please stop using the product. Make sure that you go back to hydrating your skin and replenishing, because then that's a sign that your skin barrier is damaged. So, healing your skin can be frustrating, but just be patient, be consistent. You will definitely see a change. Like I said in the beginning, I thought that I would never see a difference in my skin. And then one day it was like, oh, wait, my skin looks better. The bumps are gone. They're faded. They're not as prominent. They're not red. I'm not irritated and annoyed because my skin is itching so bad. And like I said, this adapalene, she is the truth. I'm telling you, she gonna work. But you may experience some purging, and purging usually means that you may experience a little more breakouts and than normal. But don't, as long as you're not irritated and your skin isn't damaged, then just keep going. So if you do experience a little bit of breakouts at first, it's just bringing up the breakouts that were already underneath the skin. So once that recedes and that's gone, that's where you come out on the other side and see that glow. If you've ever dealt with fungal acne, drop a comment down below for me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on more skincare tips and information. And of course, if there's any specific topics you would like for me to point out, then leave those down below for me as well. And I will definitely get a video out for you guys. But I know you're not ready to leave your girl yet. So make sure you check out some of my other skin tips and tricks videos on my channel. Stay tuned for next week's video where I'll be going over how to heal your skin barrier, because that is where you see the real glow. Make sure to check out the link down below with the product list so you can easily access the products and know exactly where to go. Till then, I will see you guys next week.